Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Off the Board. This is the group of friends of Pineapple Papers, Crystal Barrett, who pick a pen each month and then let that pen inspire a layout or an art journal page or whatever. So I usually go with layouts, and today is no different. I found this one a while back, and I'm pretty sure they created their own mixed media background, but I have a pre-made one by Vicki Boutin that I'm going to stencil over top of, and then use some embellishments from both Color Study and Color Kaleidoscope. And this adorable photo of Ava with a wistful look in her eyes, probably watching My Little Ponies while playing with her Cars. She was a huge fan of the Cars movies. And so then we'll kind of go from there. This should be a fairly quick and easy process. I'm going to be driven by color. That's kind of all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to take this stencil, which is I believe this is a visible image stencil. I guess I could look and see. I don't see what's printed on it, so I don't know. I just grabbed it off my stencil rack because it is it's mostly stencil material with narrow lines, which is what was used on here. I don't have that nice hexagonal shape like they have, but so I'm going to kind of put it like that. And my texture paste is kind of drying out, so I may go kind of incomplete with my images. I may kind of go over here without doing these lower areas, especially when I know the photo's gonna cover. I didn't realize till I just now opened it that I've used that much out of here. I use this little jar to keep on my desk, and I have a much larger container of texture paste. I didn't really need that much for this pressing. Okay. When it's that thick, it doesn't run underneath the stencil, but sometimes it's hard to drag it across. So I'm just going to let that be what it is and not worry about whether I got full coverage or not. That is so pretty. And I'm going to go here. Well, actually, let me do it this way. These are circles, so it really doesn't matter. Well, actually, if I smoosh that, I can always put a butterfly there, right? Butterflies cover a wide range of scrapbooking sins. And this is thin, so it should dry quickly. And I'll assemble the photo cluster. Okay, there. That can't really tell. This is going to need to be washed off. So what I'm going to do is spritz it with my water bottle to keep it wet until I get to it. Okay, that should work. Now, let's pull my photo up and see what's going to go behind it. I have in mind that I'm going to put, well, let's see. I can actually go ahead and put that on there. let me see. I want the pink flower to be kind of over in the pink section. And then the yellow flower to maybe be right there overlapping the photo. So that's gonna work, I think. Let me just put the pink flower down. I'll get some, close that up so it doesn't dry out. Let's get some foam behind these and kind of curl these flowers a bit around the edges. I'm just using the pre-packaged ephemera. I'm lucky enough to have quite a bit of it left from both collections. Let's see, that should work. And then I can just kind of put this down on top of that. I don't need to, I can just put the tape runner on the back because it doesn't, it's not gonna hit anything wet. Let me kind of, that's too far down. That seems to work. We lose all of the leaves, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut off some leaves since I know that's gonna be covered up. This is very not the way to do that, but I don't like losing leaves. So let me do that. And now mine is going to be quite a bit lower on the page than the original. I'm going to put this right here over the page. Let me see if there's any way I can cut those leaves so that they can still be used on this page. Maybe one or two there. Let's see. I'm gonna fussy cut this as if it were a sprig. I could stand to round that a bit better, but that might work. Okay, and then I've got this other one that can be another type of sprig, and I may cut one leaf off of it because it's already kind of lost its tip. But it will still have some leafiness to it, and I think that's gonna, if I put that upside down, would that look weird? It kind of needs to be on this side of something. And let's see what we're gonna do. This is gonna be my title, and I'm gonna have it right here, kind of. Let's see, I've got this, which I'm actually thinking of overlapping the photo with. So that I may not use that arrow. I'm going to try to put this somewhat even with the, in the original, of course, they're a little bit farther apart, but not that much. So this way, and what I'm getting to here is that this way, the sprig can come out from the side of this, but still be part of that floral scenario. Let me put it, let's say that. And there we go. I think that will work. This is not going to be needed. And I think my little box of crayons here is not going to be needed, but I do think I'm going to use this and let that connect these two pieces. As long as I can get it to fit under this guy. And it may not, but what if I did that and had it kind of going up that way at a, you know, not a straight drape there. And by the way, would this go right here? And why not? Because I'm sure involved somewhere in close proximity to Ava and all these cars, I'm betting that there were some crayons somewhere around there. Okay, this, I'm just gonna kind of put a little tape runner on the ends of it and let it figure out where it wants to be, and then I'll press it down. There. And let me see what we've got going on here. I'm gonna now start doing the hearts and butterflies. And I think in here somewhere are some colored butterflies. There are. And I'm gonna put a little foam behind them, and I'm going to color match them to these areas. So this is a kind of tealish blue, and so I'm going to put him right there, and he's outlined with white, which I like when I'm kind of doing this tone on tone sort of thing. Here's a yellow. And this, you know, color matching is easy when you're just using one collection. I'm going to put that guy kind of flying into the fray. I'll raise up those wings. I'll raise his wings. I don't have any blue that color, but I do have this really spectacular multicolored one that I think would be nice kind of right over in here where the stenciling ends. So we'll do that. And let me get a pink. And I think I have some color matched hearts in this sticker book as well. I'm gonna put this guy kind of right up in here, flying off the page. And I'm gonna do another little teal colored one, and I'm gonna layer him over the blue part where the teal begins to turn to blue. And we'll pretend that we don't notice that I didn't have this exact color match. So I'm gonna put him kind of there. I don't want it even with that and at the same angle. So maybe let's go up there and put him on the white part. I've got another yellow, and I'm just gonna put a little tad of foam. Can go there. And one more pink. And like I said, this is just clearly the easy way. There was a paper that I could have fussy cut butterflies from, or I could have die cut them from different pattern papers in these collections to get a match. But I was kind of looking for an easy, quick page, and sometimes those are good to do. I'm gonna take this yellow heart, and I think I'm just gonna do one heart of each color, because I may go back in here with some sequins. And I cannot cut the foam small enough. Let me try this again. And you're probably having some trouble seeing what I'm doing here, and it's not a pretty picture. I have a whole day of appointments tomorrow, and so no time to scrap. And I have 2 videos due to go live tomorrow, and then I'm doing this one, and I have a design team page to do. I'm gonna put this guy kind of right there, why not? Okay, and see, because it's on foam, it tends to show even though it's tone on tone. Now, I do have a blue heart that isn't teal. So I will put this heart over here by this butterfly. And I haven't cut the foam well enough there. Okay, so maybe right there. And pink. I'm glad I decided to only do one per color, because this is picky little detail work here, getting these foam bits. And I don't even think I'd still be cutting them if I had dots instead of this tape. So let me do the pink right there. And I have a little tiny piece of foam tape, if I can keep hold of it, for this teal heart. Come on. And it's getting kind of the same look, and some of that is not accidental because of the products I'm using, but I really liked the I don't know, the airiness that you get when you see butterflies kind of flying off a page. Okay, it would help if I got the backing off of here. We'll go there. And the little hearts kind of just add to that. I'm going to now take a word strip that says, "This made me laugh." And I'm going to try to put it someplace, maybe right across these flowers. Okay, we'll see how well that works. I really like that stencil. That adds so much to the, you know, the background is gorgeous and usable as is, but just a tiny little bit of stencil work like that just kind of elevates it. So this made me laugh. Maybe kind of hanging off the edge. I like that look. Okay. And it does have an arrow. I want to make sure that's lifted up and stays lifted up. I think that's everything I wanted to use from here. Let me pull out my sequins. And I'm looking for a yellow. There's a nice blue in here. I'm going to do a couple blues. I tell you what, I'm gonna stop the video now because this is going to be a repetitive process of pouring the each sequin collection into my little bin and then pouring it back in. But I'm going to select some blue sequins and kind of have them trailing up kind of along with the butterflies. And so those will be from Balloon Festival. The teal ones will be from, I've got a group called Ocean of Teal, and that's this one, so I'll pull those. And then the pink ones are going to be from Carnation Bouquet, and the yellow ones will be from Citrus Twist. So these are all Spiegelmom scraps, and I'm gonna just kind of put those on there. So when you see it posted, that'll be on it. But I'm happy with the layout almost exactly as it is. It's when you love the products and you have an adorable photo, I think you can make Pinterest dreams come true. So have a go at it, and be sure to hop along to everybody else who are bringing their pens to life this month. And I'll see you next month. Bye.